Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who action figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at yet another B&M Doctor Who set, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 7th Doctor set. So before we get on to these figures, we shall take a very quick look at the packaging. So taking a look at the packaging, it's exactly the same as the Sontaran set packaging and the Two Doctors set packaging. For the most part, you know, the exact same packaging design, exact same backdrop. 7th Doctor collector figure set includes the 7th Doctor, Cyber Leader and Cyberman, 5.5 inch 14cm scale collector series, all the same stuff on the sides. On the back you've got a product shot of the three figures in the set. That includes the 7th Doctor, Cyber Leader and Cyberman again. Again, on the side, you've got the same product shot, Doctor Who logo stacked. On the top, Doctor Who logo. Again, the contents, character online, and on the bottom, load of rubbish. So, moving on to the figures now, we shall first start off by taking a look at the 7th Doctor. Now, this is pretty much the exact same figure which we saw with the Renegade Dalek from the Toys R Us Doctor and Dalek packs from back in 2013. You know, and it's the same figure, just repainted slightly. Now, presumably for cost reasons, there are some paint details missing, which I'll get into as we go over this figure. So as you can see, the head sculpt is as good as always, very good likeness to Sylvester McCoy. It's been done really nicely. The sculpt is just brilliant. You've got the gold chain, which isn't accurate, it should be silver. The jumper, which still has too many rows of question marks. As always, it's got 7 rows, it should be 6. I don't know why they still do 7 rows as well, because that just looks crammed on at the bottom. Bizarre. It's got the scarf going under the lapels, which is very nice. The handkerchief hanging out of the pocket. Now, this is what I meant when I said that some paint applications are missing. Number one, the tie is just a solid red instead of having the lovely patterning on the tie. And the handkerchief is also missing the patterning. They're both also a darker red than seen on the previous figure. In fact, I believe the scarf may be a darker red as well, but the patterning on the scarf is also different. There's a bit more of it on that side. But it's a real shame that the handkerchief and the tie don't have the patterning. I can only assume it's down to cost reasons. It probably is. So that's unfortunate. Another paint application change is the coat. As you can see, the original version is a lot darker, it's a much darker cream. This one is far brighter. It's like a really light cream, almost white. The arms also seem to be a different shade of the same colour. You can probably see it there, which is a little bit bizarre. But the decision behind this was, in Silver Nemesis, when the 7th Doctor is out in the sun, the jacket appears lighter because of the sunlight. So this variation of the 7th Doctor is a 7th Doctor on a nice summer's day. The legs are pretty much the same. They've been done in a ever so slightly different shade of brown. Patterning's still very good though. You've still got the patterning on the trousers, which is very nice as always. So yeah, the sculpt's as good as always on the 7th Doctor, but the paint applications are somewhat baffling. Next, we'll move on to take a look at the Cybermen. Now, I'm going to do these both in one go, because the only difference between the two is one has black handlebars and the other does not. So, these figures are basically exactly the same as the Silver Nemesis set Cybermen. There are a number of small changes, which I'll just run through very quickly because they are minuscule changes. Number one, the eyes have now been done black, which looks very good. Number 2, the body has been given a bit of a darker wash over the top. And number 3, the silver which they have used is a much shinier, more metallic silver than the original versions. Now in the episode, the chest units and the helmets are actually chrome. However, this is just not possible. You can't chrome these figures just because of the plastic. It isn't solid plastic, it's softer plastic, and if they put chrome over them, the paint would just flake off. It would just come off over time. So it just isn't possible. It would look really crap if they did. So instead they've gone for a shinier silver, which I think looks really good. It really works. These figures are frankly as fantastic as always. The sculpt is exactly the same, nothing's been changed. So you've got all of the lovely detailing on the body, of wires here, on the forearms, and down here on the shins. All of the lovely crease and wrinkle effects throughout the body. Chest unit, it's very nice. Got the pipes down here. This has all just been done in one colour of silver. Got the clear plastic here showing the internals for the chest unit. The head is fantastic. You've got all this lovely detailing, a little clear mouthpiece here. You also have the clear tubes which run from the head and from the chest around to the back. Which looks very good. The eyes are very nice. I do like that they've done the eyes black. I think it looks quite good. You've got the big chunky gloves here as well, and hands. And everything's been done silver and given this really nice dark wash over the top, which makes it very accurate to how they appeared in the episode. Overall, these figures are fantastic. Like I said, the Cyberman is exactly the same, just with silver handlebars. The gun here is exactly the same as on the previous release. It's all been sculpted very nicely, very good. Looks very accurate to how the guns appear in Silver Nemesis. It's a really good sculpt, and it's just been painted silver with the black detailing. The guns are as difficult as ever to get the Cybermen to hold. For the articulation, the head has no articulation. The head's never turned in the show anyway. The arms can do a 360 at the shoulder, but they are hindered by the chest unit and the pipes. 360 at the bicep, bend at the elbow, 360 at the wrist, 360 at the waist. The legs can kick forwards not too far. The legs are hindered by the crotch area, so they can't kick out too far. They can kick out to the sides all the way. 360 at the thighs, and a bend at the knee. And there's no boot articulation on these Cybermen. So overall, this set is basically a Silver Nemesis set. I don't know why they didn't bother calling that on the box. Maybe it'd confuse public Joe. I don't know. It's probably the least interesting of the B&M sets that are being released, just because we have seen these figures before. However, this set is, I mean, you know, you can't fault the Cybermen figures. They're absolutely brilliant. Better than the original versions, in my personal opinion. The 7th Doctor, however, is not. If you've already got these figures, you might want to pass on this set, really. If you want to build your Cyberman army, this is a really good way to do it. And if you don't have any of these figures, definitely pick them up, because they're absolutely fantastic. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.